everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching, to wherever you're watching I should say. It's a while since we've done one of these. It's a vlog. It's a Club 100 racing vlog on the Double Dash Motorsport Media YouTube channel. It's April, mid-April, and finally we are getting a season underway. And also, for the first time in, well, even longer than the last time we raced, which I genuinely can't remember. This is stupid of me, I can't remember whether I did any E60s after the Rock Super Final, which pretty much obliterated our championship campaign. But it's the first time that we're doing a team's endurance championship. The DDMM Barnstormers are back for the first time since February last year. And I wasn't even on the team that day. It was my mum's birthday, so I sat that first round out. It was at Bookmore Park, and I thought, there's plenty more to do later in the year. And then, of course, 2020 happened. So yeah, it's the team of myself, Howard, and Andrew Ward. So Andrew Ward, our faster driver, he's back with us. He's already down towards Clay Pigeon. However, this has already gone awry because we're on the M40. As such, we are whistling our way down to Clay Pigeon, hopefully, and we'll be there for about 8:30, meet up with the guys, and we'll get going. No expectations for today. This is very much a having a fun one. We're in the clubman class, so the divisions are pretty much the same as they were last year. We obviously did very, very well in Inters in 2019, got promoted up to clubman, but only did one round. So today really is like a restart of our clubman's debut. And as I say, we're just looking to have good fun, a clean race, and we'll see where we finish. So let's get on down there, let's get to Clay Pigeon, let's get some racing on for 2021.
When it comes to that sausage curb, and that goes to the team, not just the driver, it's to the team. So that's it for the race. So you hit that sausage 2 wheels over in your first lap. Next time round, any part of the race, it will be a black flag effect.
We are here, we've survived. I don't know who this guy is because look at him. Where's he gone? You alright?
No, that was a horrible drive. 4-hour drive to do 40 minutes of karting.
You love it.
I do, but oh my gosh. No, it's good to be here. It's good to be back.
It is very windy. There is a Wardy, who is also, where's your hair gone?
It's a weight saving.
Blown away this morning. It's that windy. Blown away, it's that windy.
It is very, very windy here, just as the wind dies down. I'm going to go out first, and it's going to be you, and it's going to be you, qualify, and then...
You want to qualify?
I can qualify.
I don't mind either.
Yeah,
That's how organised we are.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Yeah,
you, then me to qualify, and we'll be like, look a bit. Yeah, right. Let's get out there, let's do some karting. So summary of qualifying, felt really rusty, really rusty. It's been a while since I've driven these karts, and it's been even longer since I've driven this circuit. So P27 out of 36. So we're not too bothered about it because, you know, we're just here for fun today and seeing what racing Clubman's is like as the full team. We've never done it before. Ward is out for the start of the race, as I say, starting in the midfield. We'll probably pit him quite early, get him out of traffic, get him some clear air, and see what we can do. So the race is about to begin. In fact, let's head over to it and we'll watch the start. So we just got first stop out of the way.
We have.
That was a bit unexpected. Nobody pitted.
Yeah, there were 2 other karts that pitted a lap ahead of us, or 2 laps ahead, and then it was no one's pitted.
So we've got him in. Following the midfield and stop. I'm not used to vlogging enduros.
Yeah, and also we do have certain restrictions and stuff we've got to follow that makes it a bit harder.
But no, it's a good start. He was on 5 positions as well from the start in the grid slot.
So yeah, we're now getting to the meat of the race, and say one of the 5 mandatory stops out the way and done. I'll be next in about 35 minutes time. 28 minutes in, going really well so far. Wardy's up to P12, which is higher than I was expecting today, if I'm being honest, but that's really good work for me. He's just tucked up behind the rear bumper of Richard Allen now, who's one of the quickest guys in the club. So I've told him, you know, we know what Richard's pace is like, but we also know he's a racer. At this stage, the best thing to do is to work with him and push forward. So we'll see how we go. I'm getting in the kart in about 12 minutes time, at which point it will probably all go wrong.
So on board now with myself in the kart. Pit stop number 2 has been completed. Wardy's completed a very, very strong stint and has got us up into 15th place after that second round of stops. Story of the race so far, Titan Motorsport very much in the lead of this one. JK rolling, a very tight pack of club and karts being led by them, including ourselves, say in 15th place, so properly in the mix. Good to see a good number of new intermediate teams as well. 36 karts running out there, and a few BUKC people stepping up to this series as well for 2021, which is really, really good to see. So getting into the groove of things, one full lap completed, lap 66. We have our first example of good teamwork. Howard calling the incoming Daz Teal, who's a very, very quick driver around Clay Pigeon, was on the bum. We let Daz through. He gives us a little thumbs up as well to appreciate that. That's always the best thing to do when faster drivers are coming through. Don't fight them, guide them through, and maybe, if you can, keep hold of them. They'll give you a bit of a pace boost as well, so that was the aim here. To try and sit on the rear bumper of Daz for as long as possible. We didn't, of course, because Daz is a lot quicker than us. He's a couple of karts ahead of us here in this view. But here we start to see the real problem of this stint for me, the first pit stop. So this is my pit stop where I'm getting out and jumping straight back in. This is just a fuel stop, and all on this this crawl to the pit. I'm trying to get the fuel cap off, and it's just not coming off. It's been a problem for me round Clay Pigeon before, and it strikes again on this first stop. Wardy fires the kart up again. That is the first fuel stop for me out the way. 3 out of the 5 stops in total for the team, but yeah, not the quickest of stops there. We re-emerge going on to lap 74 in 20th position, auditing Armageddon just ahead of us there on circuit. Going on to lap 75. Difficult moment this. I could feel somebody on my rear bumper but hadn't had a call to say let the driver behind through. Result was this bit of contact here with Richard Allen, and that wasn't a deliberate move by Richard. It was one of those where he was trying to make progress. He was a lap ahead of us at this stage as pit stops were cycling through. His team did get a black flag for that one. Tough scenario. I've been in that position myself, both as a racer on both ends of that and as an observer. I can see why the penalty was called, but I don't think it was fully Richard's fault, that one, if I'm being honest. Going on to lap 77, here we get a very fast Volt coming through in an Inters kart, which opened the door for every man and his dog to come through, which can happen sometimes around Clay Pigeon, and including coming past were our old rivals, good rivals from Inters 2019, JK Rolling. So Carl in for them at the moment, and this was sort of good in a way. Yes, I've lost a few positions, but I know me and Carl are fairly evenly matched when I'm having a good day, so this was a good pep up for me to try and keep on Carl's rear bumper and progress back up through the field. We're still in this phase where some teams haven't pitted as well, hence why we're down in 24th position. A recurrent theme of the day, though, I'm not going to have a rant about it because it's first round of the season and everyone's getting back into the game, was traffic. Some of the traffic was quite aggressive at Clay Pigeon, so it was quite key to pick your moments to get through. Here, I was just thinking, do we try and get past Kyle in that situation? Do we help him? I elected to help Kyle because I thought, well, no, I think that's going to be better for my progress if I can fix onto Kyle's rear bumper. But the chap in ahead of us seems to have some quite good pace in a straight line, so getting past him wasn't easy at all. So we go side by side off of the hairpin and into the horseshoe now. We're trying to go around the outside, but he's going to have the inside line, and actually Carl's now got away from us, so this isn't the best of situations. We decide to go down the inside, bit of a Willie Chew inspired move, who taught me a couple of things about that last corner. And yes, we got through, but look at the gap that Carl's got to us now. We've got to reel that back in. Lap 84, we're back up to 20th position. Down the inside comes the leader, so Andy O'Neill for Titan Motorsports, slipping through there. Great to have Titan Motorsport back, and even stronger than previous years as well. We've actually got 2 teams in the Endurance Series this year. Again, we're just trying to follow Andy here, try and not lose too much time. Another back marker to get past, and this was the thing, even the leaders were struggling sometimes to get past some of the traffic. And again, that'll be things that everybody learns as the season goes on. This circuit isn't easy to overtake around as well, it should be said. So I'm not going to apportion blame to any drivers, it's just racing. But this is a good move when we get in the slipstream of Andy O'Neill here, push through, both of us get past that particular back marker. And again, just trying to work with the leaders, trying to pull my race back into a good position by using their speed and the slipstream. Rolling on a few laps further, on to lap 92 now. We've worked our way back up to 15th place now as the pit cycle has worked its way through. So I think everyone's done 3 stops now. 2 stops to go, one which will be my handover to Howard, and then Howard's fuel stop in the latter stages of the race. Have got a bit of a gap now to JK Rowling, so we need to pull that in. So it's a crucial couple of laps as we've got some clean air, and we do just about start to pull these drivers in. And here we are on lap number 98, and again, more traffic. It very much ebbed and flowed this race across the course of the 2 hours, and it was all about keeping calm. And close up on the guy in the blue suit and red helmet who I recognise from E60. I apologise, I don't know your name, but thank you very much here. This was some good back marker driving, just letting me through there on a different lap. We're doing different races, no need to hold each other up. Closing in on lap 100. This was a very tense point of the race. 2 back markers ahead and a faster driver behind. Very, very aware of that faster driver and then wanted to come through. I am not the bravest into Billy's here. This was a little bit tense, but we just about get on the inside off of Billy's there. Get both of them in the first couple of corners and get a bit of a gap to the faster driver behind. So that was a bit of a heart in mouth moment, but a good move to get clear of those 2 back markers. And sure enough, speaking of said faster driver, it was for position this. I didn't realise at the time that Palatinate Racing, who I keep wanting to call Palpatine Racing, take the position there for 15th place. But as I say, they're a Premier car, we're not really racing them, so we let them get on with their thing. Another example of a faster driver coming through. This latter stage of the stint had just started to fade a bit, the fitness letting me down a bit at the start of the season, not had any practice before racing action this year, and as we head on to lap 111, it's Titan Motorsport ahead of Team Applewood, Scuderia Bandito, G3 Pro Ferrecla. JK Rowling ahead of us in the Clubman class. But we are looking like we're consolidating this position. I've held 15th place, that's always a sign of a decent stint for me. If I can hold the same position that Wardy's handed to me, I'm generally pretty happy on reflection. But at this stage, with a bit of traffic ahead of me, we do elect to go for a pit stop, but we have the same problems again. There's not really much of a big braking zone into this pit lane, which I think is one of the problems. I like to kind of react to get the fuel cap off when I'm on the brakes, but yeah, again, we struggle to get it off a little bit. And yeah, hear the comment there of one of the Club 100 staff saying that the cap's a bit tight, and we're clearly not very happy there with that one. Howard gets in. Initially I thought we were having problems with battery and we were going to need a kart change, but eventually Howard does get the kart fired back underway and back into the race.
Okay, I had an unfortunate spin with Dickie Allen, which yeah, I think was partly my fault. I may have turned in on him, I'll have to review the footage. But we're hanging around P15. Pace was okay, it's just so rusty. The fuel caps are difficult as well. I think they're brand new today. So the threads are quite blunt, which sounds weird for a new thread, but because BUKC haven't done any pit stops, I think they need a bit of running in, but everyone's having the same issues with them, so that's not too bad. Howard's out on track now, 40 minutes to the end of the race. He's looking a real step forward, like the amount of weight that he's lost. F equals MA, and he's got lots more A now as a result of the loss of the M, so it's not going too bad. We'll see where we are in 40 minutes time.
Heading out the pits then with Howard for the start of his 40-minute stint to bring this race for us home. In 20th position as we go on to lap 112. And we're still in this decent position where we're just about top half of the Clubman's. Always difficult at this late stage of the race as a new driver to get up to speed, because there's often drivers, to say 2 driver teams who've done 20 minutes in the kart. So a couple of drivers came through, and I don't know why this always seems to happen to Howard. He always seems to get in amongst a lot of traffic when he goes out for his stint, and it happens again here, kick-off 2021. And this was a bit of a hairy moment. Let the driver through, then braked really early. That was a huge save from Howard. Could have been off in the tyres at Billy's blind. But he does this really, really well. Just stays calm, doesn't get flustered by the situation, keeps the thing running. That's what it's all about at this stage of the race. As I say, on lap 116 here, we're up to 19th place now. Brilio have pitted at this stage of the race. We've still got Palpatine Racing ahead of us. Owen Jenman comes through in the Titan Motorsport kart. So again, the leaders coming through. We'll do the same again, try and use their pace to our advantage. And thought I'd show this because this is showing where Howard's pace has improved in a straight line. Particularly around Clay. Clay's not been a kind circuit to him in the past, but here is a Mitchell, a rocket-powered Howard on the attack here on a back marker, trying to get through them. Again, got to pick your moments sometimes with the back markers round here, because it is a fairly easy circuit to defend on. Auditing Armageddon are ahead of us in 17th, but a long way ahead, so we were just trying to keep Howard calm at this stage of the race, going for a move down the straight, but there's a yellow flag out, probably because a Colin the Cone has died. Nope, somebody's struggling on the inside of Billy's, but a great switchback here, reading the situation, getting up the inside into the S's. Nothing he can do as driver on the outside of that one, and Howard's got the track position ahead of that back marker. The rest of the stint was fairly quiet for Howard, which is kind of what you want as you go towards the back end of the race. Up to 17th position at this stage before we made the final stop. The GoPro unfortunately is about to die, that's why we don't have the rest of this stint, but a good solid run here from Howard on board as we head into the final pit stop.
Last stop completed, pretty good one actually. Everyone's struggling with the fuel temps, and we seem to do not too bad on that last one, so Howard's pace is really good. I think we're running about 18th at the moment, so top 20 is good in the field of 136. So it's just about bringing it home now and seeing how it all shakes out. But yeah, pretty pleased with how things have gone so far.
And so we are into the final 20 minutes of the race, and it was so calm that I went for a little walk around the circuit, which is something I don't always do, just to capture a bit more footage of Howard out there on circuit in his new suit as well, which we've not commented on in this video. New suit for Howard. He got in a good train here. This train, Eric Mignon going through there and just staying on the back of these guys is what we needed Howard to do at this stage of the race, and he did it absolutely perfectly. We did have speed screen closing in on us, so that's Richard Allen's team, who we obviously had the contacts with earlier. Tim Hill on board with them at this stage of the race, and Tim's a very strong driver around this circuit in particular. Good to see him back as well, because of course he missed a lot of the 2020 season through injury, and Tim did get past us towards the end in the last couple of laps. That didn't matter too much. Howard just kept pounding round and brought the kart home in a very positive position, and because I'm a complete dingus, this is the only shot I've got of him at the end of the race. I missed him coming over the line, but yeah, slowing it down on the parade lap, top 20, very, very pleased.
End of race time. I think we're pretty happy with that end today, aren't we?
Yeah, I think the word I think is solid. It felt like a solid start. It wasn't a perfect run.
No.
I I think it's fair to say that we all, to a certain extent, felt a little bit race rusty. But I also think it's not the easiest track for everyone to get themselves back in it. You've got blind corners here and all sorts of, you know. But on the whole, with all those things considered, I'm fairly happy with it. 7th in class. 6th, was it? I thought it was 7th because someone got DQ.
Either way,
We gained a position.
It's a 2003 Formula 1 point score.
It was. It was indeed. So I'm fairly happy. This is losing it. Anyway, very happy with it. Yeah, it was good. It was good, and I always like this circuit. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Bring on Wilton Mill. I'm looking forward to that one.
I think that one will be a bit more of a judge of where we are. We know what we do at Wilton Mill.
We know what the deal is. We can wake up within 2 hours of, you know, it's all good. But yeah, today felt good. You know, kart felt good. Pace came in. Just a solid start. Solid start. It's a little. I mean, don't get me wrong. When we were in the Inters, we got a pop.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a heck of a lot harder. This Club100 class is
But
tough.
I don't think it's impossible because there were karts that there were teams that we previously beaten or beat in previous years, as you say, from that top 3 today. So
True.
and I say this is not our circuit. This is one that we try and get a solid result out of and move on from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the whole, bottom line for me is just great to be back out.
Yeah.
Great to be back on track.
Good stuff. Right, we're going to bring this vlog to an end. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, do click that like button. Subscribe as well. Thank you for all the new subscribers as well. It really does mean a lot to us. It makes a big difference. So thank you for that. If you're not subscribed already, would you please consider doing so? That would be fantastic. And yeah, we'll catch you for another one. So probably be quite a few commentaries before we get to Wilton Mill. And yeah, keep it locked here on the channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.